Hi, welcome to a live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me to give messages based on who's listening and clearings as well, and also talk about the week ahead. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I am actually seeing is that there is a lot going on many levels, a lot that is clearing through all of you. And what I am actually seeing is that there is a lot that you are able to actually go into at the moment, a lot that you are able to engage with on a deeper level. And what I mean by this is that whatever it is you are going through, there will be deeper aspects to engage with. And as you do, the energies will move. There will be a shift. And through this, there will be a lot more light afterwards. So, what I will say is that it is good to actually be in this kind of energy for the month ahead. For this month of January, it is good to really focus on going deeper into whatever you are feeling, experiencing, and through this, there will be more light that will then bring movement and change at the right time. I also would like you to know that just because you are feeling in one way or another like something should happen, it doesn't mean that it is the right time. Because what happens is that as energy moves, it reconfigures and becomes what it is meant to be on the earth plane. So when you have a sense that something needs to happen, it can be absolutely anything. It can be, for example, something global, something that you see going on, and you see that something should be happening now. For example, something should be ending, some conflict, some war. Or it can be something in your life, and you are really feeling that something should be happening, something should have happened by now. And when you have this kind of feeling, it is something that is actually coming from the egoic mind. And this type of energy does not bring about change. It actually brings about greater conflict within and actually externally as well. It creates chaos. And what I will say about this sort of energy is that it can actually create a disconnect between the part of you that would like something in particular and the spirit. And it is actually through the spirit that whatever you would ultimately like will come about. So, what I will say about this sort of conflict is when you are very stuck in wanting something, unfortunately, there is not a lot I can do to help because you are separating yourself from the oneness. You are not connecting to something greater, but you are going into the egoic mind. And I am giving you this message because I want you to be very aware that whenever you would really like something, it is important to also let go and allow whatever wants to come in without you putting any stipulations, conditions onto it. I hope I am making sense, but sometimes what happens is that I am no longer able to help someone because of this. There are many angels who would like to be coming into your lives, help you to create what you would most like. But when you are very attached to it, it is really difficult for us to help. And that is what I want all of you to know, that it is important to let go. It is important also not to fixate on a time frame, not to go into an egoic energy of wanting something now, expecting it, and then believing that something is going wrong as a result, because this energy does create more problems. And finally, I would like you to know that those of you who are very deeply connected to the angelic realm, you will start to understand that actually life is very much about what you make it. And by this, what I mean is that as you go deeper into your higher self energy, as you go deeper into your purpose, it is very much about the energy that you are giving out in the world that determines what comes back to you. So, what we are trying to do is help you to connect deeper to your purpose, to your higher self, to deeper parts of your being. Help you to heal yourselves so you are feeling whole from within. We are helping you to generally feel more well. We are helping you to clear away deep seated traumas, things that you may not even realize you have been carrying for lifetimes. And through all of this, you start to feel clearer and brighter. And through this, you automatically take the right action. And then through this, the right things happen. And this is ultimately what we are doing for all of you. But what we are not able to do is give you what you want when you want it. It is just something we are not able to do because we are working very much in a type of energy that is very much about the oneness. It is about the interconnection between all that is. And through this, what we are doing is helping you to actually be in the right energy, to have the right perspective, to be a clear channel of the oneness. And through this, all the right things happen. I hope I am making sense. And sometimes when you would like something and you are really desperate for it, you turn away from us when actually it is a time where we are most able to come in and help you to be in the right energy and create what you would like to on earth. I hope I am making sense, and I am speaking at length about this because actually it is relevant for all of you. It is really not a message for one or two of you only. It is actually for each and every one of you. It is about really being able to go deep within, to let go, to allow your own energy to then take you to where you would like to be, your own life force energy, that your higher self energy flowing with this. And I also would like to remind you that there is no such thing as being able to create what you want instantaneously. What there is being so aligned that what you want happens so fast that you don't actually notice the time delay. But there is always a certain amount of time between you actually wanting something and it happening. But all that happens is that just speeds up. So things start to happen so fast, you don't even notice the time. I hope I am making sense. I have no more to say on this subject. The second thing I would like to speak about is actually using your energy for the greater good. And what I mean by this is that you all have your own energy, your life force, your personal energy. And when you are aligning this to the greater good, you are automatically becoming larger, brighter. You then start to use your gifts and talents for the good of all. And instead of becoming the sort of person who is all about themselves, you are interested in what is going on with other people, in other people's lives. But it happens spontaneously. So, an example can be that if you have a gift when it comes to music and the voice, that when you are aligning to what is for the greater good, you may really have a sense that actually there is something that is really needed in the world. It will automatically occur to you because you are opening yourself up to something greater. And through this, inspiration will come through. And that inspiration will actually be relevant for your own life as well. So when you work for the greater good, it brings in a larger energy into your life. It actually helps you to heal yourself faster, but it also helps many other people. So, what I'm actually trying to say is that the more that you are actually helping other people, having that intention and using your gifts and talents towards this purpose, the more you heal yourself, the more you become whole, but also the more abundance you create. So, what I will say to those of you who are struggling financially, materially, to make ends meet, who have gifts and talents, but you are not really sure how to make money using them. Remember that it is already about being able to go deeper and really let go on a deeper level and then see what you are inspired to do. But when you do really focus on service, serving humanity on a deeper level, and including yourself in that equation, not leaving yourself out, you then automatically get inspired to do the right thing, which actually will end up being popular. It will be something that the world needs. So I would like you to know that if you are really struggling with doing things in the world, having your own type of energy in the world, welcomed by others, if you have gifts and talents to share, but you feel somehow it is not really going anywhere, I would like you to just go a bit deeper and really go into a deeper sense of what it is that you are going to what it is you are going to be doing to serve the greater whole through what you do. You can ask yourself this question, that what is it that can really serve many people? What is it that I can be doing with my gifts and talents? And as you ask, you will be given inspiration. It may just be a feeling to do a certain thing, or it may actually be something larger that you receive, a larger vision. And through this, you will then start to feel that whatever it is you have to offer is welcome in the world. But sometimes what happens is when someone has many gifts, they are not quite sure how to share them. And then it can also bring up many issues around not really feeling welcome, feeling that what they have to offer isn't wanted. And so once you have worked through those feelings, and then when you surrender, you will actually find you end up having a large part to play in the world. I hope this is helpful to say, but what I am really doing is helping those of you who are struggling at the moment financially, so who are perhaps asking yourself questions, wondering what to do next, trying to make something work, but finding that something is not quite working for you. That it is about actually doing both, clearing energy and then letting go and surrendering to what really serves humanity. I would like to share some more messages now. I would like you to know that sometimes when you are feeling like there are many things going on, it can be because there is a lot of psychic energy around. So often it is less about what is really going on in your 3D reality. It can be about all the different energies affecting you. Because what I will say about the 3D world is what happens is that normally it is something that can be, in one way or another, made simpler. So when things get overwhelming, when you feel there is just too much to do, normally there is a way of actually making changes. The 3D world can be actually changed to suit you, and that is when the energies are clear. But when you have a lot of problems energetically within your being, but also energies that then come in from elsewhere, it makes the 3D world really confusing to navigate. And that is when you end up having problems. So, what I will say is that generally, most of the problems you will experience in the 3D world around overwhelm, having too much to do, not all of them, but most of them will actually be created through energy problems that you have going on in your life. It can even be energies from other people which are really affecting you. It can be negative ancestors. It can be some other kind of attachment. It can be just lots of negative people who affect you a lot from a distance. But whatever it is, I would like you to really go deeper and see what the real problem is. Occasionally, it really can be a very 3D thing where literally you have taken on too much, and it is really something you need to learn about, to be letting go of commitments you have, making your life simpler. But I do see in most cases it is something else. It is more energetic. I hope I'm making sense. And I will say that when energies are clear, you will just get a sense of what to do when and what to let go of, what perhaps can be done another way. That is what I see. I have another message to give now, which is really important, and that is because there is a lot going on in the world generally. It is really important to be in your own power, and by being in your own power, what I am speaking about is not relying on other people to do the things that you would like done in the world. So, this can apply to absolutely anything. An example can be that you are watching the news, seeing things going on in the world, and then you are hoping that something happens, that someone does something. And what I will say for each one of you is this new age is about personal empowerment. So instead of waiting for someone else to do something, see what you are inspired to do. So when you see something you don't like, go inwards and see what you can do about it. And if you get actually there is nothing physical you need to do, that it is just to say a prayer, for example, or something else, then do that. But don't go into states where you just look on and believe that someone else will come in and sort things out. Because if you notice something in the world or in your life, then you will have a part to play in actually sorting out the problem. I hope I am making sense. And if all of you play your part, then actually life can change for everyone. So it is very much about each and every person actually being empowered, empowering themselves, playing their part to the fullest degree. And that is what will bring about change, both personally for you, but also globally, change for everyone in the world. So it is no longer a time to be an observer, to simply watch from a distance, to believe that you have no real power. It is quite the opposite. And actually, I will go as far as to say the more empowered you feel from within, the more you will be able to do. It is all about how you feel inside. So, if you are the sort of person who generally feels disempowered, then focus on building up your personal power. Really go deep inside and see what is in the way of this. Get to the bottom of it. Focus on it for as long as is necessary, but build yourselves up because this is really important, because it is no longer about other people taking control for you. It is no longer about relying on governments to do things or other people who you believe have more power than you. It is really about personal responsibility. It is about doing what you can personally, coming together with like minded people and actually pooling together your resources, your gifts to make changes happen in the world. That is what I see. I have one more thing to say, and that is you will always feel inside that in this lifetime there is something to sort out. This is not a lifetime which is simply about relaxing in your own energy and trusting that everything will get sorted out in the right way on all levels, and all you need to do is sit back and watch. It is quite the opposite. It is about going deep into a state of relaxation in terms of being settled in your own energy, in terms of feeling well inside, in terms of actually feeling the oneness within. But it is actually a life for all of you, which is about actually being very much in your power and doing things to make changes, whether it is inner work, whether it is outer work. But it is a life of change for everyone. And once you get to a point where you feel your personal life is good on the whole, then it will be about doing bigger things in the world. But it really is a life where you do need to engage with what is going on generally in the world. You need to engage with your own inner processes. You need to engage with whatever it is that is coming up, because it is a life where all the problems are being sorted out, every single one. There won't be a single thing that won't be given attention, actually, in this lifetime. And because of this, it is not about ignoring problems. And also, it is not about simply giving your power away and expecting other people to sort out problems. It is about really noticing what is going on a deep level and then sorting it out in whatever way you are guided to do it. I hope I am making sense, but I am giving you this message because I want you to know that it is not about expecting a problem free life. That when you work with the light of oneness with higher beings, it is not that you will have a life without problems. It simply means that you will have a lot of light that is able to support you, help you in going really deep and getting to the bottom of problems. It will mean that you will have what you need to sort out problems in yourself and help other people as well. It will mean that you become someone who has answers for yourself and other people. And it also means that you become the sort of person that can actually help many people in this lifetime. You will find that as you keep going deep and sorting out problems, finding answers, you just have more to give other people, even if it is simply to be with them and offer them some comfort, some empathy, and some gentle guidance. It doesn't have to be anything really intense. It can simply be that you can offer your heart to others in a way that doesn't take from you, because you have already sorted out your own problems when it comes to whatever aspect is coming up in the other person. I have no more messages. The week ahead will be generally a good one. It will be a week where you will be able to actually go deep inside, clear up many problems. It is also a week where you will start to feel that there is some movement in your life. And finally, it is a week where you can actually be with people and have some good interactions. That is all. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening and yeah, wishing you a good weekend and really good week ahead and much love to all of you.